Hello Libra, welcome into the channel. I've pulled some oracle cards for you already. Now the goddess card you got was Mirabai, the saint of true freedom. She was forced to marry someone she didn't want to marry when she was a princess years ago and considered her true husband to be Krishna. Now her card is all about doing what works for you, okay? Being devoted to yourself, finding your own form of divinity and not kowtowing, not bending to anyone else's will, but rather staying true to your own path. And I feel like this is something that's really working out for you. You got uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. You got your hard work is paying off. You got the Hunter of Honor, which is such a high vibrational card, you know, to do with you being in alignment, being your higher self. And you got the Fairy Bee, My Life is Sweet. So I feel like you're realizing, for quite a lot of you, how powerful you are. Okay, I'm feeling this great sense of self-assurance of having picked something that really suits you. Okay, now if you haven't got that feeling of, wow, I'm powerful, I truly am enough, I truly can do whatever I want with my life, okay, then I feel like it's coming for you really soon because of a decision you've made or something you will decide to do. Okay, I also pulled the home base card for you. So your sense of home, the sense of where you belong may be really important to you at the moment. Okay, this is all about you expressing your truth. Okay, I was going to look in the Divine Feminine Oracle Handbook again for a message about Mirabai, because I feel like love songs may be really important to you. I feel like you may have broken free from something that just wasn't for you, or you're about to, okay? And I feel like it's really important for you to do this, to anchor in your higher self and to really decide who you are in this lifetime, okay? So I'm going to pull some cards and see what else this is all about. Okay, messages for Libra, please. What does Libra need to break free from? What is this about, Spirit? Show me. Wow, we've got the High Priestess coming out straight away. So I feel like you've been divinely called onto your path by your own higher self, okay? By that sovereign portion of you that glows with knowledge, that glows with love. And I feel like the signal you've got, your intuition has felt this call, but in the past, other people's energies were kind of getting in the way. You were kind of mixed in with what other people wanted, other people's plans, but maybe you've had time recently to be alone, to really like harness who you are and remember who you are. I feel like that's really important because you've got a big card coming out here with the High Priestess. And look how she's elevated. She's elevated up, right? So I feel like this is about you getting onto a higher pathway, really honoring the pathway you chose for yourself before you came in. There's some sort of landmark for you to hit energetically, okay, in your soul. And I feel like you're doing it, okay? If any of you have been a bit nervous or doubting yourself in any way, please don't. This is big confirmation that you've done the right thing. And I feel like if you're untangling yourself from other storylines, there may still be some residual self-doubt, nervousness, fear, okay? Wondering if you made the right choice. But I feel like as you step along this path, it's only going to get better and better for you. You're going to feel a great upsurging. They're giving me the word upsurging, or my mind's interpreting it like that. But this is like a big burst of energy moving from your lower chakras all the way up to your higher chakras, almost like a wave, like a powerful upsurging is the only word I've got for it right now, like a fountain moving upwards through you with this big rejuvenating energy where you're going to feel like more of who you truly are, okay? And realize that you are the sweetness that you bring to other people's lives. You're really going to realize how valuable you are. Look at this. Look at that treasure chest here. I feel like you're really gonna realize that this is you. This is your energy. You glow like that. Okay, I feel like some of you have been sort of pulled into lower vibrational situations, like storylines that once you get sucked into them, you become that 3D version of yourself if you stay too long. So I feel like you're realizing, actually, I can be a whole new version of myself. I can be a higher vibrational version of myself. And what other people are used to me being is none of my business. Because this is the thing, right? Say, for example, I'm dating the wrong person. If I stay on their timeline for too long, I'll start to become more lower vibrational versions of myself, okay? I've sacrificed a higher vibrational version of myself to be on their timeline with them. Now, this gets really metaphysical, which is why I'm going to start a different channel to do all my metaphysical lessons on. Once this one gets more established, whatever, I can only do one thing at a time, right? But honestly, we can really get sucked into other people's timelines and energies. And I feel like there's this great need for you to go off, meditate, be yourself, get to know yourself again, and realize that other people's expectations of you or what they project at you doesn't define you. And you can break out and find, they're telling me, honey, you can find your nectar, you can find your own sweetness, your own honey whenever you want, okay? Never be hypnotized. You can even hypnotize yourself, right? To think that you're a certain thing or a certain person, and almost sort of like it gets confusing, but I feel like you're getting some clarity on who you truly, truly are. That's really going to put you on the right timeline here and really going to make you remember, okay? For a lot of you, it's like remembering a person you haven't been for quite a while. Yeah, look at this death card, transformation. And look, she's running. You see her running from something, I assume, you know, like this is you escaping situations that you're like, oh no, you know what? I gotta go. I gotta be who I truly am, okay? Let me know if this resonates in the comments, because I feel like you're going through a great transformation, really freeing yourself, like I say, from situations that probably had little honor. Okay, I'm getting that, you know, you're too good for mundane situations, low vibrational 3D situations. You need to be up flying here, right? Connecting with the ethers, making your life magical again. And I feel like you've made moves to do that. Yeah, look, 3 of Pentacles. So you've decided what direction to put your energy into. You've moved on from the 2 of Pentacles, the juggling, the musing on your options, deciding which way to go. And you've made a solid decision somewhere along the line to go in a certain direction. I feel like this has really broadened your horizons, whether that's showing up for you yet or not. The ball's rolling now, okay? The decision has put you onto a better timeline, a higher timeline, and a much more fulfilling timeline where you're really going to start to see the bounty of your decisions start to pay off very soon. Show me more. Wow, look. 10 of Cups right under the High Priestess. Yeah, this is a pathway that you need to go down to fill up your cups. And again, this is like something you always wanted before you even got here, okay? This is something your soul's been calling you to do, that at times in your life you may have felt like, am I being unrealistic here? Should I just stay in this job or stay with this person or stay around my family? Whatever the case may be, you did question yourself, like, am I crazy to leave the comfort behind and go for something new? But I feel like the nectar, this beautiful glowing energy here, has been calling out to you more and more and more. And it's just inevitable that you've got to become who you truly are. And like the 10 of Cups is all about family, people that really want to celebrate who you truly are with you, rather than just, you know, people who just happen to be there, or people you got too comfortable around, or people who didn't really understand you. This is a real, they're showing me rainbows, okay? This is a real beautiful soul tribe energy here. This is you being in a group of people, really happy, really emotionally fulfilled, and really living out your true soul's purpose. Show me the Death card, please. 8 of Swords. I really feel like you're transforming out of any anxious sort of prisons of the mind that you've been in, okay? Realizing that you've got far more control than previous versions of you felt like, okay? Some of you could be kicking yourself thinking, oh, why didn't I do this sooner? But there are no wasted efforts, okay? We do the best we can with what we've, we do the best we can with what we've got. And I really feel like you're making the right choices now. You've got to remember, yeah, 10 seconds of alignment, 10 seconds of zoning into your higher self can make up for 2 years of hard work. It's equivalent. It cancels out 2 years of, like, you know, being on the wrong path. 10 seconds. You see the difference in the power when you're connected to your higher self versus doing it the way the 3D minded ones do it, doing it the way our governments and our schools have conditioned us to do it, is not half as powerful as connecting to our higher selves, knowing who we are without needing anyone to tell us, okay? Feeling really free just on our own and feeling really powerful just on our own is so much better than doing things the long drawn out way. So don't feel like you've ever wasted any time. That's the point I'm getting to. literally know that when you zone into your higher self and you operate with that pizzazz, you've got that power, you can feel the richness of life moving through every cell of your body. Know that that is putting you on the right timelines. There's no punishment from the universe here, okay? We don't get punished. We're here creating our own realities with our minds, and I feel like you're really putting yourself in a new mindset. Like, it's almost like she's been reborn here. She's coming out, and again, there's that glow. You're coming out of the darkness of being closed off in your own mind, and you're finding that glow in your life again. Really beautiful. Let me pull another one for the Three of Pentacles. Sorry, these cards are irritating me. They're not lined up properly. All right. Show me the Three of Pentacles, please, for our lovely Libras. Really a sense of you, really, I don't want to say glow up because it's so overused these days. But, you know, truly aligning to your higher self is more than a glow up. It's you literally being born again, more powerful. I'm hearing Phoenix rising from the ashes. We've got the Tower card here. I feel like this is to do with epiphanies you're going to be having, things hitting you all of a sudden. Maybe you're going to see an old situation differently all of a sudden. You know, new perspective. I feel like you're going to realize that the people you were tempted to stay around or, you know, stick in those storylines with were never for you anyway. I feel like you're going to see it very clearly. Again, they're pulling me to this glow of like you just harvesting all the pollen and making honey, okay? There's a real focus on the richness of life. And I don't mean richness like money. I mean, you know, a real better quality of mind where every thought you have, you're realizing what a treat life is and how beautiful life can be. Oh, you flew out. The moon here. Now, it's funny. It's almost like the people who are going to be, you know, really on your team, perhaps they're not around yet, or perhaps you've got more soul tribe members coming. I feel like it's a mystery. I feel like the universe is leaving it as a mystery for you right now because they want you to really anchor yourself in full confidence and really be who you're truly supposed to be, and to know that you're enough before they send in the cavalry, okay? They don't want people to come along and you feel like you needed those people or whatever. This is about needing no one so that we get everything we want, okay? This is about wanting rather than needing. They want to get you to the point where you don't need anyone and you know you're a badass all on your own. And then the other badasses come along, okay? But again, with the moon card, I feel like your intuition is really heightening and you're realizing on a much more, how would I put it? You're realizing how consciousness works when you're at a high vibration and how valuable it is. And you're almost seeing through the eyes of source, okay? So when you get that feeling, like you're really seeing the bounty of life, like you can just feel it in the now moment, like that beautiful happiness for the sake of happiness. There are no words in the English language, you know, to really do justice to what I'm feeling because it's that beautiful and that blissful. And that's seeing through the eyes of source. I feel like you're connecting with source and seeing things from a higher vantage point and anchoring that down into your vehicle. Okay, we've got the Five of Pentacles coming up next to the moon. Don't be tempted to go back to any old situations, right, that haven't served you well, because I'm getting the vibe from these people on this card that there are people that you could be hanging out with, etc., etc. But I feel like it's in your best interest to keep yourself to yourself more and to work on yourself as the High Priestess. It's always tempting when we have the odd lonely day or whatever to, you know, see whoever's there, you know, whoever's available, even though we've made a decision to leave something behind. And I feel like that's going to come up for you. There are no mistakes. So, you know, whatever you feel like doing, do it. But just know that whatever alchemical decision you make from a place of fear or insecurity, it will play out on your timeline. So it's best to keep your frequency up as much as you can, okay? And remember, you don't need anyone. This is about you being really badass. They're telling me for a lot of you, it's about being cozy at home, not feeling like you're missing out on anything when you already know that you don't really want these people in your life. You know, I feel like they bring a lot of conflict. We've got the Five of Wands here. See how she's dancing on this card? So there may be something for some of you that you'd be better off avoiding, maybe at a club or somewhere like that. Let me get a read on this card a bit more. it's almost like people are watching you as well, because you're shifting, your energy is shifting. You may be getting lots of invites out and things like that once you decide to go on this new higher vibrational path and really start feeding your energy back into yourself. I feel like it's gonna be noticeable to people that you've had this change up in mindset, and they may, you know, start reaching out in surprising ways, okay? Because they're gonna feel a signal change. They're gonna start seeing you differently because you're seeing yourself differently. And I feel like that's going to make them curious, but don't let yourself get dragged back into old boring storylines that, you know, you kind of already know how it's going to end or how it's going to go. For some of you, there are sneaky chaos causers, aka narcissists, sociopaths, for you to avoid in certain groups of people. They may have kept these things quite hidden, but I think you'll find that if you were to go back into a certain situation with certain people, and you'll know who this is because you'll have had a little off feeling about it, it will be proved to you that these people are chaotic and conflictual, all right? What more, please? Show me more for Libra. Show me more for Libra, please, Spirit. Four of Pentacles, yeah. So I feel like this is about holding your ground, okay? We've got the Empress on the bottom of the deck. Lovely. I always love seeing the Empress and the High Priestess in the same reading. This means you're really coming into divine feminine energy, okay? Male or female. You're coming into a priestess energy. They just told me priestly, so you could have been a priest or some sort of shaman, something like that in one of your past lives, okay? I'm picking up on something else, but I don't have the word in English to label it. I'm seeing drums being hit, a circle. So you had some sort of positioning in one of your other timelines that may be activating right now in this timeline, okay? Let's see what else. I feel like Spirit really wants you to get cozy with who you are. I shouldn't say cozy really, but comfortable, all right? Get comfortable in the fact that you're an infinite being and that your higher self has been here for millennia, uncountable time, okay? We are all completely infinite. I know it's confusing to the human brain if I go into it too deeply and metaphysically. It starts kind of churning because at the moment we're human and we don't need things, you know, to be said to us in a way that's going to make us feel uncomfortable. But I feel like you're really downloading source energy, okay? You're directly downloading straight from source and you're really elevating right now. So again, don't be distracted by people that you already know are annoying. Be aware that when you upgrade your life, you could have people, new people even, coming in off of a certain signal, because it's like magnetism, it's like spiritual warfare, okay? Without taking it all too seriously, like people get a nudge or an impulse to bother people when they're going through an upgrade, all right? And they're not conscious of it. They're just following impulses they have never even analyzed and don't even understand. But you're on bigger and better things with the Empress showing up and the Queen of Wands, okay? Beautiful. And the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands, yeah. Soon you will be celebrating. I feel like there's a real need for you to hold your ground, really get your position fortified. You want to really concretize your higher self into your vehicle. Make it the new normal, all right? For you to be in your higher self, you've got to make it the average standard, okay? So we're raising the bar so that we don't see ourselves in the same way we used to. We see ourselves as our higher self, and that's our new normal. And I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to do. They want you to see your higher self as your new normal. Know that even if you don't get physical evidence straight away, that everything is moving, that you are attracting in better and better energy. They're telling me to tell you to be honorable to yourself, to be honorable to what you truly like, okay? And they're showing me, it's almost like they're showing me an attic and there's a relic, a valuable diamond right at the back of this attic. And they're telling me just because people have put boxes in front of this diamond and just because the diamond's hidden in the attic doesn't make the diamond any less of a diamond. And I feel like that's a metaphor for you moving boxes out the way of your higher self and realizing just because my higher self's been hidden for a while doesn't mean that it's not still who I am, you know? I hope that makes sense, all right? Just because our minds can distract us from who we truly are, it can never be taken away from us. And I really feel like you're uncovering your true self at the moment and really becoming who you're supposed to be. Ace of Pentacles, all right? So you're getting really solidified in this new pathway. I feel like it's going to be a really prosperous one for you also. I think you're realizing how valuable you truly are with this Fairy Bee card coming out, with the My Life is Sweet card coming out. I think you're realizing you bring the goods. You bring a lot of value. And the ancestors are watching. We've got the Emperor right next to the Empress. So for some of you, this could be you balancing out both sides of yourself, masculine, feminine, using both sides of your brain metaphysically in perfect balance, which gives you that access to your third eye in a much more balanced way. It means you can connect with source at higher dimensional levels in a much more powerful way. This could be someone joining you on your pathway, okay? When you're ready, okay? We've got the World card, lessons learned. The World card is the great way of the spirit. It's like, yes, you've done this. Yes, you've achieved this. You've done the whole of the major arcana, and you've got to the World card and you've learnt your lessons, and they want you to step into your higher self, like you're stepping onto the podium, like you've won first prize, and being like, yes, this is who I am. I claim this. This is who I am, and let everyone know this is who I am, and you can't stop me. The Hanged Man, yeah, I feel like you've sacrificed for long enough. And now the snake has at its tail. You see that there at the top by his foot? This is you really coming full circle and realizing, for some of you, you're realizing, wow, I was so much wiser than I ever gave myself credit for. Because I feel like you're realizing that certain epiphanies you had, could be years ago, whatever, in your past at some point, it's like you've had an epiphany and you didn't trust yourself. And now, later on in life, you're realizing, God, I was right all along. High Priestess, you're learning to trust the senses. You're learning to trust your intuition. You're learning to trust messages from your guides, okay? Whether you consciously realize that or not, you've got a really powerful connection going on. The sacrifices have already been made. Look at this, King of Pentacles. I feel like you've made plenty of sacrifices in your life, and now it's time for you to garner the physical manifestations, okay? King of Pentacles energy. This is about you seeing material gain for all the things you've sacrificed, and I feel like you've waited long enough. This is about you manifesting now in the physical and not letting people distract you from your sacred path. They're telling me it's sacred path. And also, I'm going to pull another one of these yin realm cards. What does Libra need to see, please? Do you know what? I've had a lot of energy coming through in this reading. Wow. Fixed, a new stage. So this is fixed for you. You know how I said about you stepping onto that podium? This is like fixed victory, a new stage of your being, this higher self of yours being so necessary. This is just the logical next step for you to step into this energy. And as I was just saying, before my mind went off in a different direction on these cards, the energy's coming through me in a really excited way. You know, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I'm like, whoa, my throat chakra's tightening up. It's a real feeling of invigoration, elevation. You know what I mean? It's almost like, no, I don't want to say bungee jumping, but there's something really frenetic and excited with this energy. But this is your new normal, okay? Ground yourself into it. Realize, yes, my life just gets better and better and better. Comment in the comment box. Things just keep getting better and better for me. I am my higher self. Soul Tribe is coming for me. If you haven't got them already, life is sweet, okay? Claim this reading because you've got a lot of loot. You got a lot of loot coming to you in the 3D. Gifts from the universe, blessings from the universe, and you are fixed in this new stage of your life. No one can take it away from you. You know who you are, and you are your higher self. Thanks for being here, Libra. I've really loved reading this for you.